Welcome into New Orleans Saints Now by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey. Today's video is a look at some updated free agency targets for the New Orleans Saints as we get to the second week of free agency. Now, the salary cap numbers you see out there on all the sites are, they are what they are. They're a little bit outdated. All the numbers aren't in yet, so it's an ebb and flow around 26, 25 million, whatever we want to call it. But remember, the cap is a myth. It doesn't exist if you don't want it to. The Saints have shown that time and time again. Don't let people tell you, they're going to be in cap hell. They told you the Saints were in cap hell this year, and they've got $26.3 million in cap space. Now, they had tried to save some of that for Deshaun Watson. Didn't go down that way. They re-signed Jameis Winston. Could probably take quarterback off that immediate needs list since they'll probably roll with him from a free agency perspective. But receiver, tight end, offensive tackle, defense tackle, those are all areas of potential focus, free agency and draft-wise, for the New Orleans Saints. So we're going to run through 5 names the Saints could go out and sign, one of which was on their roster last year. First up, how about some veteran tight end help in Eric Ebron? Ebron is not going to be an elite player at this stage in his NFL career, but he would be very, very cheap. He would be affordable for an organization that wants to maybe have some insurance in case, maybe Adam Trotman doesn't take that big step forward that he kind of needs to this upcoming season. So Ebron is a cheap, affordable option for New Orleans this offseason at the tight end position. More names are coming up. Before that, though, I want you guys to sound off for me. Name a free agent who you want the Saints to go out and sign. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and drop a name that you want the Saints to go get. Remember, salary cap doesn't matter for New Orleans. Any name you want, drop them in the comments section. The first of 2 receivers on this list, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now, there's been a lot of buzz on him going back to Green Bay. As of filming right now, he is still out there. And if you're New Orleans, you redid the Michael Thomas deal. He is back on your roster. Deontay Hardy is there as probably more as a wide receiver 3 or a super high-end 4. Marquez Callaway exists. MVS could be your deep threat, an upgraded version of Kenny Stills. So is he going to break the bank? Maybe he gets a DJ Chark style deal, $10 million, whether it's on 1 year, 2 years, or however long. But I am excited to see if they could go pursue MVS, big-bodied, vertical threat, fits what the Saints could use. And adding somebody of that style, I think, would also help you unlock the arm strength that Jameis Winston has and the ability to go deep downfield, something that Taysom Hill can't do. All right, subscribe right now for more strays for Taysom Hill and the best Saints coverage out there. Sorry, Taysom Hill truthers. We are past the 4,275 subscriber mark. Look at the 5K, though. Other channels here at Chat Sports, they are slowly but surely beginning to catch up to us. Let's get that changed. Subscribe for free Saints videos every single day right here on New Orleans Saints Now. It's youtube.com/Saints Today. We mentioned running back depth because Alvin Kamara, he might be suspended for a game. And Mark Ingram, who I will forever love, is not what he was in his prime. So what about Jerick McKinnon? He showed up more in the postseason than he did in the regular season. Now, McKinnon was a former hyped fantasy guy, couldn't stay healthy in San Francisco. Injuries have always been a problem, but 4.4 yards carry on what would probably be a vet min deal. He could come in and compete for a roster spot with probably Tony Jones Jr. We'll see how the org feels about him. I always wonder about the offensive guys since, Sean Payton isn't there anymore. I do think running back depth wouldn't hurt to have, and I think the contract cost for McKinnon would be ultra affordable. It would allow them, the Saints, to still draft someone if they fall in love with a guy at some point on day 3. So with Kamara's suspension a potential factor short term and Ingram aging, I do think depth is a good idea to pursue if you're the Saints at the running back spot. So what do you guys think? Should the Saints add another running back? Y for yes or N for no? Let me know in the comments section right now. Got another deal alert for you guys. This New Orleans Saints 2-pack polo t-shirt combo, not t-shirt, polo, is on sale 20% off at chatsports.com/Saints Polo. I'll put that link in the comments section and in the description if you want to, rock the polo like your boy does, but it's Saints themed. We got you guys covered. Check the comments section and the description. It's chatsports.com/Saints Polo. As promised, the internal option. Terron Armstead, who has been heavily linked to the Miami Dolphins. Again, as we sit here filming this, he remains unsigned. I don't know how much longer he will be a free agent in the NFL, in NFL free agency. But from a need perspective, unless we really believe in James Hurst, left tackle is this team's biggest need, or if we really believe in Landon Young, maybe as well, the 6th-round pick, which, you probably shouldn't be believing in 6th-round picks who barely played. Armstead is, I would argue, the best player left on the open market. What could potentially drive down his value is the age and the injury history. Armstead has never played a full 16-game season in his NFL career. Played less than half the games this year for the first time in 4 years because, well, as Duke Manyweather, I think was his O-line coach in the offseason, said, the running back chip when he didn't need to. Okay, that's true, but he still got hurt. So, we can't, that's context, but it's a pattern of missed time for Armstead. 8 missed games, or 8 games played, 14, 13, whatever. 10 in 2017, 7 in 2016, 13, 14. When Armstead is out there, he is a premier left tackle and a pivotal part of any team's offensive line, but of course specifically New Orleans. So yes, I do have interest in bringing him back. I would worry though at his age, as he gets older and older, injuries don't get better as you get older. They tend to do the opposite and get a little bit worse. So what do you guys think? Should the Saints bring back Terron Armstead? Type in K for you want to keep him, or type in L for you want to let him go instead. Jarvis Landry, our last player here. Want a slot receiver that's a bit more dynamic than maybe a little Jordan Humphrey, no disrespect intended. How about Landry? How about a homecoming for Jarvis, who of course played at LSU? If you want to add outside threat and MVS and a slot guy in Landry and still keep Callaway and Thomas, that's a much better big four at receiver than Marquez Callaway and Traquan Smith and, I guess, Deontay Hardy and little Jordan Humphrey receiver four last night. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. We can acknowledge that. So if you want to throw some veteran draft picks at the spots, and given the lack of defensive line talent in free agency, maybe spend a pick on that spot or just look offensive line instead. Maybe double dipping at receiver does make sense. If you made it all the way through today's video, thank you guys so much. We appreciate that. Like it just so I know who's actually paying attention and making it all the way through.